Hello, and welcome to Spirit Touched. We're still at aviation school, and we're going to be talking about navigation. We recently talked about flying lessons. We are God's aviators on earth. Know this, we do not fly solo. He is always in the cockpit with us. That cockpit is our heart. Like the much loved hymn says, I'll fly away. That can happen two ways: when we die, or when he comes again to take us home in the rapture. Either way, our flight plan is for heaven. Revelation 21:9. He, as his bride, we don't have to go through security since we have already been screened. We don't have to take any luggage since everything we need is already there. Plus, either way, the only one who knows our departure date is God. Matthew 24:36. That's why we need to be ready to go at the blink of his eye and the sound of the shofar. 1 Thessalonians 4:16. And 1 Corinthians 15:52. Whether we realize it or not, what we do affects those around us. It can either hurt or help. Things go best when we surrender our hopes and dreams to the dream giver. Our dream coming true mean nothing with our dreams coming true mean nothing without him in our life. He gives us our talents and abilities. Using them for him in return bring the best results. All things just go better with the dream giver named Jesus. They are meant to be used for the betterment of his kingdom. When we give them back to him, it shows we trust him. Proverbs 3:5 and 6. It is the same when we dedicate our children back to him, asking for his wisdom to help us raise them. It also puts us in his will, and that's really the only way to go. It's also another way to honor him. Doubts and fears fade when he is at the control panel. It shows we are willing to let go and let God pilot the plane. Yes, there will still be turbulence, but he will get us safely through. We are designed to work in tandem with him. Our strength is not enough to get the job done. That's why we need to mix ours with his perfect strength. That strength comes when we accept Jesus. He becomes our greater, powerful Savior. Then we know for sure this world is not our home. That's when he becomes our navigator. He starts teaching us how to navigate through this world so that we don't become a part of it while we are going through it. Part of navigating is learning how to overcome and rise above our circumstances. Things like prayer, praise, worship, learning the word, and trust keep us in close touch with our navigator so we can stay on his flight path, following his flight plan. Yes, we will make mistakes and fall, but when we do, he opens our parachute, which helps us make a safe landing. Sailors also need to learn how to navigate through those deep waters. That's why both pilots and sailors need to keep their eyes on the head navigator. Planes and ships have a rudder and a radar system. Taking our eyes off the navigator is what causes us to malfunction and veer off course or lose altitude. So always keep your eyes open. Never go anywhere without your parachute or your life jacket, because they are your life preservers. Satan is a hijacker. He will make every effort to hijack our plane or our ship. He wants us to crash or sink, then drown. Stay away from his navigation system and his flight school. Make sure Jesus is the wind in your sails, or that he is the wind beneath your wings. Just like planes, ships have pilots. Both use navigation charts. Both navigate by the stars at night. Both of them also use a compass along with wind charts. They need to know the wind speed so that it can follow its current. Sailors also follow the current of the water. Both use and need to know how to read maps. Sailors also need to be good rowers so that, if necessary, they can row those lifeboats to shore. Our young people need to know how to fly and navigate so they can hold on to this nation and take it to the next level of greatness, to the honor and glory of our chief navigator. You may send your prayer request to heanswerstwo@gmail.com, and we'll pass them along to the chief pilot.